been difficult. This past year was the most difficult time for COVID because you guys can never say it's hard to train now. Don't do the art that disservice. You can't say it's hard to train now. We were told not to train. We were told not to do this. And the big point is like, hang on, I got bullet points. It's not going to take long. I'm going to try my best to not get emotional so you guys can understand the point that I'm trying to make, you know. People ask me why you get emotional whenever we have these events, when I talk. And it's really because I'm passionate. That's been the driving force for this. Just being super passionate about jiu-jitsu and the things that jiu-jitsu's done for me to change my life, you know? So that's where like that emotion comes in my voice. I think we can all agree when you're passionate about something, it just tickles that part of your heart, no matter what belts around your waist or how tough you are, right? Today's not about me. It's about these two. And him, and you guys. It's not about me today. I hope you guys understand that. It's never been about me. The guys that have been with me, there's a few of you that have been with me before jiu-jitsu. Right? So you guys have to understand that it's really about you guys, and most especially today, it's about these two who have made, it's very simple, it's very cliche, but I think it's very simple, we can all agree. You guys came in here, and because you're always here, your life is jiu-jitsu. And then through this mechanism, jiu-jitsu is your life. Does that make sense? You know, so now, congratulations. I also want to thank the Republic. It's natural because there was a tough time, guys. This was a tough time for us. This was a really big test for how the business was going to survive. It's not just a business because it's a culture. It really is. It's a big culture. I want to thank the members of the SEAL Team 5 and Naval Special Forces. They came in like a blessing to allow us to be a mission essential facility. We got the word of the governor that we were allowed to do jiu-jitsu. It was okay because we're Navy SEALs, right? But they were a godsend. They're more like the Navy Angel SEALs, in a sense, because they just came in at the right time. And also you guys that continue to put your trust in us, your trust in the fact that we would never put you in harm's way when it came to sharing jiu-jitsu and training jiu-jitsu during the pandemic. I want to make that very clear. If you guys don't understand, the SOPs submitted to public health for this type of activity was submitted by this academy. And this academy went above and beyond to make sure that you guys are safe. Then we do the jiu-jitsu. Okay, so just thank you guys for making that happen, and thank all you guys for doing your due diligence during this time, okay? It's important that you guys understand why you're here. It's not about the jiu-jitsu. Making technical black belts that are killers on the mat is super easy. It's the easiest part. The hardest part is always going to be like managing the relationships as you manage your health. A lot of us got out of touch with the jiu-jitsu, so then we stopped managing our health. And then there's a lot of us that we don't even talk to regular people on a day-to-day basis. You come in here, you're communicating with people. You don't even know it. Am I right? I can't even get 20 words out of my head a day. We go on the mat, it's like a bullhorn. It's nice and loud. Same with this guy, same with this guy, same with all these guys. You end up not knowing how to communicate with people until you find something that pushes you in a common direction, and what happens? You form a tribe of like-minded individuals that are understanding that it's bigger than them, right? What we're doing is bigger than us. It's heavy, man. You guys choose to do a lifestyle that's going to affect your kids, It's going to affect your wife. It's going to affect your mom. And then you stop doing it. And then you sit in that echo chamber and it things around your head. All this stuff, all this doubt, all this anxiety, all the stuff that you come here to destroy through the hard work, through the sacrifice, through the camaraderie. Jiu-Jitsu trivia. Raise your hand. What's the primary purpose of Jiu-Jitsu? No. Wrong. And I can admit that. At this point in my life, Jiu-Jitsu, my reasons of why I started versus the reasons why I'm doing it now have changed. And the primary purpose is not about self-defense. It's easy. Right? Made it look easy last weekend, right? You guys understand what I'm saying? That's my passion now. I can say it without emotion because I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied in leaving it in the hands of people that I know are going to continue that stuff. It's not, the primary purpose is not self-defense. That changes now, at least for me. It's communication. The ability to talk to each other without having to talk to each other. You guys got family members that try to talk to you about jiu-jitsu and you can't even stand them. It's like, yo, I met this guy, he said it was your cousin, bro, he trained with. He's like, dude, that guy does not train with me, sensei. It's my crazy cousin. But he wants to, right? Right? He wants to. And you know that if he had jiu-jitsu in life, he'd be better for it too. Us? So managing your health, being together, managing communication, super important. Understand this. When it comes to like social media and jiu-jitsu, they don't mix. They don't mix. You take a snippet of that image and you don't know the backstory and the front story, and then a lot gets jumbled into it. If you want to know what's going on with the gym, come to the gym. Us? You have to be present. I don't care how old you are. I don't care. The military, reveille. What's after reveille? Muster. We muster, present, accounted for. You got to be present. I love all the things that the boys have done over the past to build. Look at this. Even after COVID, who would have thought, right? It's still strong, cuz. But you got to be present. You got to be present to affect change. You got to be present to affect change in you and a change in others. Are we all on the same page about that? Another cliche that the reason why it's good that you guys identify with all this stuff. I'm always saying, what's the story of purebred success? What's the thing? Because we keep copying the drills, we copy the claps, we copy all this stuff, but the results are not the same. Can we all agree? Right? Every academy that's had some sort of success on this island, they can attribute that success to the small amount that they copied from us. Get that straight. Imagine if they had the whole formula. Now there's jiu-jitsu industry. When I first started this, remember how it was? It's just one little gym, you know? And so when I say like, oh, what's the secret? Oh, we do what others don't do. It's not just that, guys. It's not as simple as that. You do what others don't do so that you can be what others can't be. And then you start to affect your life and you affect change and you start living how others don't live. And if you don't see how that apparent is, I'm telling it to you now. If we're so stuck in everything that went on during the pandemic that we kind of lost a way to properly communicate with each other, come to my house. You know where the hell I'm at. Pick up the phone, call me. I don't have social media, so there's no filter to distort the message. You want to fuck with me? You know where to find me. It's that simple. Us? And I hope that it's the same with you guys. There should be an open door policy in terms of how we communicate to each other and how we manage our relationships, because ultimately we're managing our health. Us? So I hope you guys understand that, okay? That's something that I can say without emotion because I'm satisfied in saying it. Okay? Thank you guys. And then when it comes to the promotions, it's a big thing now because I never had like to think about promotions in the sense of I'm not so much here in the morning. I'm here Monday through Thursday at 6 a.m. Shout out 6 a.m. crew, woo! Right? But that's not the majority of the dojo, because everyone's got their day-to-day life and we understand the struggle. But I took the input of these guys, and that helped us make the decisions on the next batch of promotions. And that was important because it was something that allowed me to kind of like pass on. And it felt like, you know what I mean? It felt like that in the back of the steel gym. You know what I mean? Like I just felt that come off of me, you know, for real talk. So with that, when it comes to promotions, it's super simple, guys. What example are you setting for others? What example are you setting for others? It's that simple. What example are you setting for others? Not just the people behind you, not just the people in front of you, but the people that you deal with off the mat. Some of you guys are black belts off the mat already. Can we agree on that? Right? Are we straight on that? A lot of you guys are black belts off the mat already. But then if you don't have the mechanism to reinforce that, you start degrading yourself to brown, purple. You guys know what I'm talking about? The same thing that happens when you don't come to the gym. I don't deserve this thing. Let me hide the signs behind something that will make me feel better. But the truth is this is me, guys. And it's something that I gotta live with. And it's something that I hope you guys can understand too. You gotta live with it too. And it's a big, big cross to bear, right? But again, the cliche thing, there's no cross that you can't bear. There's no cross that's given to you that you can't bear. Boss? So with that said, do your best. Manage those relationships. Manage your health, mental and physical. Communicate with each other. The primary purpose of jiu-jitsu is what, Lloyd? Communication. Communication.
Self-defense.
Lloyd. You know, and yes. Yes, you were. But yeah, the primary purpose is communication. Because when you guys do that, then you're managing all those things. Can we all agree? And so with that said, put everything in the rear view, guys. That's what rear view mirrors are for you to just kind of like push aside. Put it behind you. Put all that shit behind you. Face forward, look forward. See what's coming. There's so much coming at you. You don't got time to look behind you. We wasted a whole year and a half, guys. So come back, come back and in order, listen up, last thing. In order for you guys to make that mechanism work, like I said, you gotta be present. And when you're present, you know you're gonna pay, right? You know you're gonna pay, so start paying. And if you're already paying, keep paying, keep paying, keep paying. Those are mental and muscle bucks that you invest into your mental and physical health. You can't get that in a pill. You can't get that in a joint. You can't get that in another illicit substance. It only happens here, through this mechanism. Don't kid yourself. You tried it already, right? For a whole year and a half. Where'd you come back to? And thanks for letting this place be here for us to come back to. Thank you, guys.